Last week I spoke about fun. This week I'd like to expand on that thought by discussing one of gaming's hardest tricks to pull off. Freedom of gameplay. How many times have you been plopped into a scenario and went, okay game, I know exactly what you want me to do. Okay, so I clearly have to follow the roses. It's the only way through here.
Rose? Rose!
Her name is Rose too. How many times have you had to follow a little waypoint on your screen that takes you to a specific doorway, then zips off to another specific area in the map until guiding you to where the game wants you to be? Bad game. It's funny how as games seem to get bigger and bigger, the paths you're expected to take get smaller and smaller. I remember once I was playing Days Gone and had to avoid a group of zombies in a small town for a mission. So I thought, I'll just go around the town. Path of least resistance, right? Nope. This game had the balls to hit me with a return to mission area warning. Like, what the f***? This is an open world game, and my illusion of freedom was immediately gone. Sometimes restrictions like this can create their own fun as you push the game in ways the developers never intended. But every once in a while, a game comes out that says, hey man, don't worry about leaving the mission area because everything is the mission area. See that thing over there? Try using it. Is that an open window? I bet you can get there somehow. These games are like the ideal boss. I don't care how you do it as long as it gets done. When I think of games that embody this mentality, I think of Metal Gear Solid 5, Dishonored, Deus Ex. These games go, here are a bunch of tools and mechanics, go figure it out. This style of play is often referred to as a sandbox. To briefly summarize what a sandbox environment is for those who may not know, it's kind of like this. The game presents you with a game space for which you can freely explore, while dotting it with stuff you can interact with to achieve your goal. In Metal Gear Solid 5, there is a mission where you need to take out a target before he leaves in a helicopter. To get in close, you'll need to take out or sneak by a bunch of guards that patrol this base where this helicopter and your target will be departing from. Do you choose to kill, knock out the guards, or sneak past unnoticed? Each choice presents a plethora of ways that mission can now play out. Do you bring a sniper rifle to take out the target from a distance, or a tranquilizer pistol, which means you'll have to get in close? Regardless, what then is your path for the bodies? You can't leave them there, or they will be found out and alert all the guards. Will you bring heavier firepower in case of this, or use another method entirely? Do you track the target's movements to get a clear shot, or wait for the helicopter to take off and hit it with a rocket launcher? Do you see how much freedom you have in approaching this single mission? One of the most beautiful things about this freedom of gameplay is seeing how others choose to tackle a situation. Take video game Dunky for instance, who I highly recommend you watch to see all the crazy shit he does that I never would have thought of. Let's take that same scene I just described. In Metal Gear Solid 5, you have a device that can extract things from the game space by a balloon called a Fulton. Instead of doing any of what I just talked about a minute ago, Dunky straps C4 to a truck, lines up the truck in the helicopter's flight path, uses the Fulton to fling the truck up into the air, then detonates the C4, which causes the truck to explode, which then causes the helicopter to explode, killing the target. You ain't gonna find that in Call of Duty. Though you may perhaps find it in Battlefield 4, where this guy puts C4 under the tank he is in, blows the C4, which launches the tank into the air before firing the tank, hitting a passing fighter jet. I swear, some of these people are geniuses. And that brings me to my next point. Creativity. Playing these games is like painting. You could paint a landscape or do a portrait. You can use oil-based paints or watercolors. You can paint some extremely abstract thing that could mean a billion different things to a billion different people. Or you could do some of that hyper-realistic shit that just blows me away. Like, look at this Mike Tyson. That's not a photo. Somebody actually drew that. My point being is that you are given a blank canvas and the tools to do whatever you want with it. There's a joy in creating, as well as seeing what others have done with the same tools that you are given. There are a lot of games that try this approach of game making, but only few that truly succeed. But those that do offer some of the best experiences a player can have.